Hi, I'm Brett Wolff, and I work with the Cooperative Extension Service on campus. And I work with two particular programs. One's called the Center for Crop Diversification, you may have heard of before. And I don't want to talk about that one super at length today, but if you are interested in specialty crops, fruits and vegetables, ornamentals, that kind of thing, if you're interested in marketing information for that, production information, budgets, price reports, all that kind of good stuff, all of that and more is available on our website, which is www.uky.edu/ccd. The other program that I work with is the SARE program, the Kentucky SARE program. And Kentucky SARE is part of Southern SARE, which is part of National SARE, and that's SARE for Sustainable Agriculture Research and Education. And the primary role that I have in my job with SARE is to help other agricultural professionals get professional development in the area of sustainable agriculture, and to do what I'm doing here in this video, which is to share with you the opportunities available to producers and others from SARE. Now there's two main things I wanted to talk about with you today and how SARE can support you. The first is a pair of grant opportunities that may be beneficial to your farm. The second thing is the whole suite of educational resources that SARE has available on their website. The first grant that might interest you that's available from SARE, from Southern SARE, is called the Producer Grant. And according to their website here, the Producer Grant enables farmers and ranchers to test a sustainable agriculture idea using a field trial, on-farm demonstration, marketing initiative, or other technique. And so the way that I describe this is that this is money, or this is a grant, to try something out in the field of sustainable agriculture that you otherwise might not take the risk to do because of the financial burden. And so it's a difficult program to describe sometimes if it's not a perfect fit for the program, but when the fit is right, usually it becomes a little bit more clear. I think jumping down on their page, I'll just say that it helps to think about what is not covered. So that way, if you have those ideas, you can go ahead and try to find a different program. So specifically, the things that are not allowed under this grant, starting a farm or some sort of business or other organization, or providing financial support directly to a farm. You can't be paid to farm on this grant. It also won't let you buy capital investments or permanent farm improvements like equipment, greenhouses, high tunnels, etc. What it can do is provide some funding to try a new technique, to buy supplies in order to do that, to buy things in order to host a field day, things like that. All of this information can be found on their website, and you can also contact me and I can help you to determine whether or not this might be a good fit for you and your farm. The other applicable grant program for you might be the on-farm research grants. And these are very similar to the producer grants. The main difference is that with that first grant program, the producer grant, you, the producer, are the one who writes the application, puts in the reports, etc., develops the project kind of on your own with support from others. The on-farm research grant, the applicant needs to be an agricultural professional of some sort who's working with you or a group of other producers doing applied on-farm real-time research. And so the main difference there is the applicant. There are a couple other differences in the program, but so if you feel like you have a project, you want to lead it, you want to figure out the questions you want to ask and how you want to answer them, then that producer grant might be right for you. If you have some issues or some problems or whatever, and you would like to work with an extension agent, work with a nonprofit employee or a governmental employee to try and develop a project of some sort to see if things might work, then the on-farm grant might be the right route for you. The producer grant is funded at up to $15,000 for an individual farm or up to $20,000 for a farm organization. The on-farm grant is up to $20,000 for a 2-year on-farm project. Both of these typically have opened, the request for applications has opened in September each year, and then one of them closes in November and the other one closes in December. There might be a little bit of variability in that. But so generally speaking, these grants are available to apply for in the fall. So if you have a project and you're thinking through it, now might be a good time to start collecting the background information that you'll need in order to put together an application. As promised, the other thing I wanted to share with you that SARE has available to benefit producers like you is a whole library of resources. Now, in the olden days, these were all just print books, things that maybe you all have seen before, building soils for better crops, and things like crop rotation and organic transition. There's some related to organic, a lot of stuff related to cover cropping and pollinators and all kinds of stuff that fits all farming systems. Here, SARE also has these pamphlet kind of publications, cultivating climate resilience, cover cropping for pollinators and beneficial insects, high tunnels, building local and regional food systems, all kinds of ground covered. And again, back in the 90s and 2000s, you'd have had to reach out to me and I would get you a copy of this and send it over. But all of those things that I just showed you and a whole lot more are available for free download on the SARE website. If it comes that you would like to order a book, you can do that, but you can, and if you have issues with internet access, you might go and contact your local extension office and see if they can help you out with getting some copies of this stuff. But SARE has a lot of stuff, much of which has been generated by projects like the Producer Grant Program and the OnFarm Grant Program. If you go to apply for those, you'll note what they're really thinking about is if you have this problem on your farm, other farmers might have it too, and so they want to take those results and share them as widely as they possibly can. So again, SARE is here to try and help support sustainable agriculture, and that being things that support good stewardship of natural resources, economic profitability, and quality of life for farms and rural communities. And so if you're interested in those things, you're interested in sustainable agriculture, and I would encourage you to check out the website. And if you have questions or you want to talk through and see if grant programs might be right for you, I've put my contact information here below as well. So again, my name is Brett Wolff. If I can help you at all, please let me know, and I'll look forward to hearing from you.